Hey there, I'm Rob Reed, owner of Bison Fire Protection, and welcome to this week's Bison Bit. Now, this is part 2 of the 4-part series, 20 years in business with Bison Fire Protection. And, I'm very happy about what I've been sharing over the last week. That was the startup years, the first 5 years, and all the work that we did, the excitement of being a startup. Of course, the early middle years, as I'm calling this particular episode, takes us from 2006 through to about 2011. And there was a lot of change and a lot of great things that happened with the company through that time. And I have to say, it's been a really exciting time to be in business. Now, going back to 2006, we had just bought the Thompson branch and moved, a person up there and got started with that. And it was very interesting to see that area grow and what that branch has done, because it's gone from one person now to 6 that are working there full time, which to me, in a small town the size of Thompson, well, it's a city, but it is employing 6 people. That's, talk about good local service, good local support. And I'm just so proud of the work that those people do in and day out all the time. Now, when you think about that, it was just a great stepping stone into 2006. And then we moved from there into 2007. And 2007 was a big year for me personally. It was the year that my wife and I decided to go to Ukraine and adopt a couple kids. We wanted to have a family, and we thought this was a great way to go about doing it. And so with that, of course, we ended up leaving and going over there for a total of 9 weeks. I will forever be grateful to the team that supported me while I was away. Everyone banded together and filled in my roles, took on extra work, did all kinds of things to carry the company, without me there. And, I know it was a lot of extra burden for them. And that's one thing that I will never forget. It's going to be something I'm always grateful for, because it allowed my wife and I to have a family and a couple, which were children then, to young adults today. And you probably remember seeing my daughter Tanya on some of our different things. And she's kind of my sidekick. We laugh about being best friends. And can you imagine how many people have a teenage daughter that they call their best friend? So pretty pleased with that. But that was 2007. So again, personally, a huge year for me. Then we moved into 2008, and we decided, customers were coming to us. As I'd mentioned earlier, we were doing suppression work. We'd added fire alarm in 2005. But 2008, the customers were coming to us and saying, hey, we want you to do our sprinklers too. You're doing everything else for us. We love what you're doing. Can you take care of our sprinkler inspections? So 2008 was the year that we added all of the sprinkler inspections and really started moving into the sprinkler side of our business. And it was a great little boost for us, because it was new work. It was the opportunity to diversify what we were doing and really grow the company and take on some new challenges. And that really, it's worked out well for us, because we've done some really fantastic projects on the sprinkler side, as well as we grew in, fire alarm and suppression continued to cook along like it always does. 2010 came along, and that was another, exciting year for us. So we spent 2 years, stabilizing all of the other work and doing kind of the groundwork that you need to do before we took our next kind of leap. And 2 interesting things happened in 2010. First one was our fire alarm business had been growing steadily. And I got a call one day from Siemens saying, hey, do you want to become one of our distributors? And I still laugh about this because, at the time I thought one of my friends was pulling a prank on me of some sort, one of the guys in the office, I'm not sure who. And so I kind of just blew the guy off, said, yeah, whatever, and hung up the phone. Anyways, a little bit of investigation, I found out that it wasn't a joke. It was serious, and we, jumped on it right away, got, a couple embarrassing apologies back and forth, and away we went. And we've become the 2nd largest distributor in Canada, and again, a top tier product line that we've been very proud of, and we've had some fantastic success with it. So that was one thing that happened in 2010. The second thing that happened in 2010 that we were very proud of, and we're still feeling the positive effects from that, is we opened a branch in Regina. We'd been doing a ton of suppression work in the Saskatchewan area, We had a guy, it started off a week a month, then it was 2 weeks a month, then it was 3 weeks a month. And it finally just got to the point where we said, you know what? We need to put somebody in place full-time out there, because the mining work was doing fantastic for us. And it was time now to add the next levels of, the opportunities that we had. So we moved into the restaurant business, the paint booth business and all that, as well as the mining. I started really growing that. Now, it wasn't a purchase. This was an organic growth and an opportunity to try something new again, growing organically into an area and a new challenge. And of course, now adding all the things that come with dealing with a different province, all the PSTs and different codes, labor laws, all the fun stuff that comes with that, and the learning process that came with moving into a new area. Now, 2011 came along, and Sprinkler had been doing well. We'd started that, as I'd said earlier, back in 2008, and it was cooking along really nice. We were very happy with it. So the opportunity came along to purchase Protex Sprinkler and grow the sprinkler business. So we bought that company and continued our growth and continued doing a lot of the good work there, and we're able to add a lot of dimension and depth to the company. And it's something that I have to say, I'm very proud of the work that everyone did and continues to do to this day from that particular purchase. So as I say, lots that have happened over those 5 years. I blew through it very quickly in 5 or 6 minutes here, but it was a very busy time, an exciting time, and I'm glad we went through it. I mean, we learned so much. So as we continue through the journey, again, I love hearing the questions. I certainly love all the responses that I'm getting online, and please feel free, as always, to reach out. If you're watching us on YouTube, never be afraid to like and follow us regularly, because I'm posting all the time, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.